Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bert the Stormtrooper and this is the home of That's Just Prime, the comprehensive Optimus Prime review series. I also review other Transformers, lots of G1 stuff, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, GoBots, and pretty much any other toy that may jump out at me. I also do the occasional arcade and pinball machine videos, unboxings, blogs, challenges, and miscellaneous videos where my daughter usually makes fun of me. Those are a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you like what you see.
Autobots, roll out!
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the FansProject Parallax TFX 06 Red Armor for Classics Optimus Prime, and I love this toy or this set, and this is a very, very interesting set to me. This was released way back in 2016. I'm way behind the curve on this, and it originally retailed for $40. And it's super interesting because, like I said, this flew completely under the radar for me. I only just found out that this existed just a few weeks ago. And I don't know how the heck that happened because I have always been such a huge fan of FansProject's products. I've got the City Commander, I've got the Protector Armor, I've got their Defender, I've got their G3 trailer. And somehow this flew completely under my radar. So when I found out about this, I just had to get it. Like I said, this came out in 2016, 5 years ago, as of the time of this recording, originally retailing for $40. I just purchased my set 2 weeks ago from Big Bad Toy Store on clearance for $15. So I totally had to jump on that. So let me back up just a bit so we can take a look at this set. If you haven't seen this before, like I said, this is a super cool, interesting set. So here we have the package that he comes in. It's just a Parallax box that we got used to. If you got the Protector Armor or the City Commander set, you're going to be familiar with this. Along the top here, we've got a drawing or line drawing of what Prime's going to look like with the armor on. And then around the back, we've got product shots showing us what the figure's going to look like after the armor has been applied, both in robot and in vehicle mode. And here is a picture of the actual armor pieces that you're going to get in this package. So you're not going to actually get a figure. This is just like their first couple of Parallax sets. This is just a set of armor. But what's interesting about this is that this is meant to go on the figure and then be left on the figure. You don't have to take the armor off unless you absolutely want to revert the figure back to its original form. You can put the set on and leave them on, and the figure will actually transform from robot to truck and back with the armor on. Every once in a while, a piece may pop off, but it is intended to be left on there. Now, I did go ahead and put the armor on the figure, and I've also gone ahead and painted the wheels because, you know, the wheels were black. And you guys know me, I like my chrome wheels. It does come with all of the armor sets that I just showed you on the or armor pieces that I showed you on the back of the box. It also comes with a set of instructions showing you how to apply the armor and then also how to transform the armor. And there was another smaller sheet included with this. It was kind of like an addendum because the instruction sheets was made with the original prototype, and there were some minor changes made to the full-on retail release. So there's a little addendum that shows you what you need to do, because originally you didn't have to remove any parts off of the figure. With the redesigned piece that we have here, you actually remove the arms, you remove the hands from the figure. And then, of course, you're going to remove the smokestacks and the scoop. You can put all of that away. You're not going to need it anymore. So here we have the set fully assembled, and the vehicle, or the robot rather, or the toy rather, in vehicle mode. And I absolutely love the way this looks. Here in truck mode, Optimus is approximately 9 inches long, about 4 inches tall at the top of the scoop, 4.5 to 5 depending on what you do with the smokestacks. I have them pushed down as far as they'll go. They are on sliders, so you can actually move these up and down if you want to make them look up a little taller. You can also unpeg them, rotate them, pop them back in, and make them even taller if you wish to do so. Personally, I like the way they look all the way down here, so that's what I'm going with. So it's going to be about 4.5 inches. Now, when I originally saw pictures and video of this, I wasn't crazy about the nose of the cab and the window. I thought it looked weird. It's obviously going for a very IDW style that was popular around the time that this came out. So I get what it's going for. I didn't quite like the nose and the window. Again, when I saw pictures of it and when I saw videos of it, I just thought it looked weird. Once I got it in hand, though, and I really got a chance to look at it, I really do like that design quite a bit. So that looks really cool. And so what we're looking at here is, again, this is a Classics Optimus Prime figure, but it's 100% completely covered by the armor. You don't see the original figure anymore. For comparison, here is the original Classics Prime. That set, this figure is under all of this. And just look at what a beef up it does. It's a super upgrade. It's upped in size, and it's completely changed in design and shape, and I absolutely love that about this. I guess he's not 100% hidden because we can still see the kneecaps. That's about it. Other than that, it's completely covered up. You don't really see any of the truck. With the original one, there was a flap here where you could see, or rather, there's a flap here now. With the original one, this flap wasn't here. This was added later, so you could see underneath that panel there. Now, that's also covered up, so there you go. Yeah, really, really neat. Just to do a couple of more comparisons real quick, we'll bring this guy back. Let's bring in the protector armor so you can see what these guys look like together. And then we'll also bring in the City Commander. I do not yet, I have a DIA Commander set in the mail. So that one's coming. I'll be reviewing that at some point. So right now, here he is with City Commander as well. And then just to show it off with some more FansProject products, here it is with the G3 trailer, which absolutely works. You've got this hitch back here, so you can actually hitch the G3 trailer. You don't even have to put the landing gear up. And there you go. It plugs in and you can pull it. It really only works straight. However, if you try to turn it, at least on... I've heard that this is supposed to be able to turn. Mine doesn't quite work. If I turn it, it pops it off because these very edges of the feet right here hit these angled parts down here and they pop the trailer off. So it only works when you're pulling it forward and backwards. You can't really turn it. But that looks, I mean, you can turn it and pose it. You can do that with it, and it looks absolutely amazing. And it finally makes the G3 trailer look in scale with the Classics Optimus Prime, which I always thought the G3 trailer was too big for the Classics Optimus Prime figure. I mean, if I bring that in, that trailer is way too big for that truck. That looks correct size. I mean, it's maybe a little too far apart, but that's up for argument. But yeah, that looks properly sized to that, and I absolutely love the way that looks. I love everything about that. So, getting into, well, let's take a look at them real quick all the way around. So you've got your reds and your blues are still there. You've got some brown highlights here and there, which actually look really nice. I thought I was going to be off-putting to me, but it actually looks really nice. Some changes in the design. Originally, the fists were kind of hanging out here where these tanks would be. And now these have been redesigned to tuck up and under the truck, so you actually do get more of a tank and it's not very obtrusive. It actually looks really nice. You've got those clear, almost see-through windows here on the doors. The windshield there, some yellow spotlights up here at the top, as well as down here on the bumper, and a silver grille. Silver details along with those brown details. You got your smokestacks. The wheels, like I said, these were black. As you saw earlier in the montage there, I actually did just chrome those myself. And you got the blue legs, or the blue, rather, back of the truck here with some yellow details there as well. So yeah, pretty much it now. And again, the awesome part about this is that it's going to do a clean transformation without having to remove the armor. Now, you do have to remove some parts. You have to take out the exhaust. So these are clipped right there. So we'll take those off, and then I'm just going to go ahead and slide this down and rotate it to connect it later. And you can bring that down and rotate it. I'm going to set those off to the side. And then the top scoop here, this is also going to come off. So it's not doing any more parts forming than the original figure did anyway, because you had to take off the scoop and you had to take off the smokestacks to transform it. You're doing the exact same thing. You're only taking off the smokestacks and the scoop. So you're not doing any more parts forming with this than the original figure already did. So this, if you make a U here at the top, this is what's going to come off. You're going to want to pull up and out, separate them as you go. And then these center panels here, you want to leave those there. So you kind of work that out like that. And then we'll do the same thing with this. And what this is going to do is these are going to form weapons. And pretty much you're just going to take any piece that moves and move it. So we're going to rotate that. Reach down here and pull that out. Rotate that. Rotate that in this way. Take this edge here and bring it out like so. Take this piece, actually before you do that, take this piece, rotate it forward, then bring this piece out, reach down here and get the handle out. So again, find anything that moves and move it. And there you go, there's one of his cannons. We can set that off to the side. So one more time, we're going to rotate there. We are going to rotate these out. We're going to bring this up, rotate here, open this angled piece, reach on the bottom, and pull out the handle, and there is our other blaster, which, well, they look okay. That's about the best, I guess, you're going to get out of these, and I think they actually do a better job than the scoop on this thing did. So, yeah, they look pretty cool. Some silver details here I think would have been nice, but other than that, pretty cool weapons. All right, getting to the figure, and again, like I said, sometimes some parts may pop off. I've done this transformation on and off now for the better part of this week, and most of the time I can get a clean transformation without any of the parts popping off. We're on camera, so I fully expect some parts to pop off if it happens. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And again, if they pop off, they just pop right back on. They just snap on. So come back here. Actually, let's go right here to the wheels. Take the wheels. These are kind of tabbed in there, and just kind of bring these around like so. And then take these and just kind of separate them by going up and down with them like that, because there is a little tab that slides down from this foot down into that foot. So, you know, you're going to tab it going downward. So if you pull up on it, you untab the feet. Now you can pull the legs apart just like that. Okay. Go ahead and take the legs and pull them down just like you would with the normal transformation. These are going to peg in right up here. You can move the kneecaps up. And then bring the foot up and peg it right up there by the shin. That's going to tab in there. That's going to tab in there. Bring the toes out. My toes are a little loose, so they'll probably get popped in while I go here. Come around the back, the toes here, and just rotate these pieces, or rather the heels, rotate these to form heel supports. And the legs are done. So we'll just set that there. Let's back up a little bit, or rather move the camera up. We're going to get tall. All right. So this is cool, the way they redesigned these hands. So the hands are on a ball joint right there, but they're also on a pivot or a pin right there. So just bring the hand out, rotate it on the ball joint, and then bring it out on the pivot like so, and then you can open up the thumb, and there's a fist. Same thing here, bring it out, rotate it on the ball joint, bring it out on the pivot, and bring out the thumb. There you go, there's your fists. Okay, let's go here to the grill. Just grab the grill and pop it forward. And this is tabbed in here. They're tabbed into this front of the vehicle there. And we're going to move, let's see, I don't know which, this panel here, move this up. It's on a double hinge here, so you can move this hinge backwards like that. These were added later, so these panels can get a little tricky to move back and forth around this panel because originally they were designed without this panel being here. So just keep that in mind. Pull the side of the vehicle out and then just work the arm out, straighten this out like that. Pretty much it. Let's, what do we want to, yeah, we can go ahead and bring this out. So this is really neat. Watch this. So you're going to bring the shoulder out. Then you're going to hold the shoulder in place and bring the arm back. Take this shoulder piece right here, rotate it 180 degrees, and then you can bring this back out again. Go ahead and close the panel out like you would with the normal Classics Prime transformation. Bring that up. Now that you've done this, you can close this fist piece up, and then this panel is going to close there, and then you can just rotate this and put this panel wherever you want it to go. So let's go over here and do that again. We're going to bring this panel out. Let's move this out of the way. Bring that up. Unclip that panel and bring it out. Bring the whole arm down. Bring the entire arm up. Hold the shoulder, arm back again. Rotate the armor piece and bring the arm back out again. Start closing up these panels. Then you can bring down the fist, close this panel, and put the arm where you want it. At this point, we can take the entire top half of the robot here and rotate this around. Again, this is following the Classics Prime transformation sequence. So that's going to go around. We can go ahead and straighten out the arms. Bring these down. Put these panels however you like them. Straighten out the arm. Put those panels any way you like them. See what I told you about the toes? My toes just keep getting popped closed as I move things around. Okay, now these top panels up here, you're going to take these. These are going to swing open, and then take this panel and swing it down. So swing the panel, bring that down, like so. And you can put these, you can angle these back if you want. You can bring them all the way back. You can bring them forward. You can put these anywhere you want. And then finally, you're going to take the head and bring it down and rotate it. And we're pretty much there. All we have to do now is just add the last couple of pieces onto them. So let's turn them around real quick. Let's look at his back. This is really neat the way this works. So we're going to take the shoulder pieces here. And which way do I like to go with them? I think I like to go this way with them or this way. I don't remember. You can put these on either side, whichever side you want, really. So there's a little clip piece, looking piece there. These are going to slide right in here and then click right on. So go ahead and just slide that until it clicks into place. You can have them on his back like that. You can rotate them, angle them out, or you can bring them onto the side, which is what I like to do. So in order to do that, I need to slide mine down. There we go. And just, I like to bring them out to the side and slide them down and kind of align them up with the shoulder like that. So let's do that again. I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to rotate mine up like that. That's the way I want to go with mine. Slide it in, clip it into place. And there, let's get everything straightened out. There is Classics Optimus Prime with the TFX 06 Parallax Armor. And this thing looks absolutely stunning. Let me just get everything straightened out right here. And here we have Classics Prime and his TFX 06 armor in robot mode. And I absolutely love everything about this. This is a very Power Master or Genrai, whichever storyline you want to subscribe to on that one. But it's very inspired by the Power Master Optimus Prime look. This robot mode stands approximately 8.5 inches tall at the top of the head, 9 if you want to go to the top of the smokestacks here. And there's so many Power Master cues on this. I absolutely love it. I can't get enough of the feet. The way the feet are designed with the toes and the wheels just kind of sitting right here at the bottom. And then you've got that head is very Power Master style. The big smokestacks here on the side that also kind of look like double cannons. So yeah, this has a lot of, at least to me, it really evokes a lot of things from that Power Master Prime, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but I absolutely love everything I'm seeing here. Let me come in close. Let's take a close look at that head sculpt, because that is absolutely stunning. Check that out. That is an absolute beautiful head sculpt. And just kind of taking a look at the entire figure. Again, I love that single window chest piece there. I absolutely love that. You got the brown details right here on the shoulders. Just enough room, I think, to put an Autobot symbol there. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to. And then you can see some of the original robots still sitting back there. Check that out. You can see the waist, the little grill there from the original robot, the thighs and the kneecaps, and then it just kind of goes into those legs. And I cannot say enough good things about this. I really am absolutely astonished that this thing flew under the radar for me. For 5 years, I didn't know this thing existed. How did that happen? Just going all the way around. Not a whole lot. Oh, I forgot to bring that up. Not a whole lot of kibble, really, to speak of. He's got the arm panels just like the original figure had. So let's actually bring that in real quick. Here's the original. This is the one from the 2-pack that I reviewed later. So the original had, those panels sitting there on the sides. This does have new panels that sit on top of these panels. They are a little bigger than these, but overall, the proportions, because this is such a big robot, these panels actually turn out to be a little smaller, which to me actually looks better than these did. And then just kind of going all the way around again. You've got that bumpers in the grill sitting back there. Again, nothing the original figure didn't already do. So really not a whole lot of kibble there. And I think everything that this set does, it actually improves over the original. So you've got articulation-wise, there is a panel here that rotates for transformation. So you can move this up and down a little bit just to kind of use it for the up and down look. The head is on a ball joint, so you got a little bit of up and down, side to side, and just kind of rotate it, and you can turn it side to side. The shoulders, it's got all of the articulation from the original figure, so you just kind of got to work your way around the panels that are already there. So the shoulders can go forward and backward all the way around. As you saw, I just popped that off. Hasn't popped off all that much on me, and of course, I told you, because we're on camera, things were going to pop off. But again, you can go forward and backward. You can go all the way around. You can go in and out. You can rotate at the bicep. Now, we do have new hands, so we have a rotation at the wrist right there. And again, the top 4 fingers here, they are on a ball joint and on that pin, so you can kind of move those around any way you want. And then you've got a pin on the thumb as well. We retain our waist articulation, same articulation for the legs, forward, backward about that far, in and out, rotation at the top of the knee, bend at the knee. Not a real ankle tilt to talk about, but these front panels here are on pins, so you can actually rotate these. They do clip, and then you can rotate them. So you can give them some wide angles, and while it's not really, the ankles aren't really articulated, you can make it look like the ankles are articulated and actually kind of towing in. So that's actually really, really cool that they threw that in there. Now for his weapons, he's not going to hold his weapons in the traditional sense. He's got this slot right there, right in front of the thumb, right center with his hand. So these are actually going to just slot in right in there. And there you go. Now he's holding his weapons, and you can give him both of those. And again, you can take his smokestacks and you can angle them, or you can bring them back, bring them out, whatever you want to do. There's so many options for posing this guy, and I think that just looks absolutely stunning. Again, I keep repeating myself, but I absolutely love everything about this, and I cannot believe this went under my radar for 5 years. Let's compare one more time to the original figure, just so you can see how much this figure grew. This figure is in there. Check that out. You can barely tell. It's so much bigger, and the design is completely different. It's like a complete facelift. I really love what this armor set does, and the fact that it can just stay on there. Another comparison real quick. Here he is with the Protector armor set. And again, nice size difference. I think he should be a little taller than Rodimus Prime in his Power Master Optimus Prime mode. I think that looks really, really good. And I'm going to try to make this work. Here he is with City Commander. So we got all 3 of our commanders here side by side. All three commanders, all three of the FansProject armor sets right there. And I think that just looks so cool. I think I'm gonna leave it right there for the outro. So yeah, absolutely amazing set. If you never got this before, if you're like me and you somehow didn't hear about this, and you've got an extra Classics Optimus Prime that you don't mind taking off the fist and putting away the weapons for, you know what I ended up doing when I found out about this set is I went to one of the guys that I know from the toy show, the same guy that I picked up that pizza thrower, the Ninja Turtles pizza thrower that you guys saw me review a few weeks back. The guy that I bought that from, he had a bin under his table with a bunch of loose Optimus Primes that were incomplete, missing weapons. And he had a handful of Classics Optimus Primes, all missing the scoops, all missing the exhaust, the smokestacks. And I said, perfect. I reached out to him and I got an extra Classics Prime for a good price off of him, just so that I could put this armor set on him and have all three of these guys right here, because that I'm so excited about this, if you guys can't tell. And I think that about does it for the FansProject Parallax TFX 06 Red Armor for Classics Optimus Prime. What did you think of this set? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got a donate button up there. If you want to hit on that, I certainly would appreciate it. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.